Okay, everybody. I got another good one for you today. Let me zoom out a little bit. What I've got here is a Venom Pro Duo charger sitting here on my bench. And I thought I would do a little vid on just exactly how this guy works. Got a couple batteries, got me a LiPo bag, got the charge leads. Comes with a handful of charge leads. It comes with a Dean's and what's it called? EC3, and then there's a pile of other ones that comes with it, like an XT60. I think this is EC4 or 5. Get it in shot. Tamiya. Nobody uses Tamiya leads anymore. And it's got JSTs and a handful of things. So, and what comes in the box is those leads, the manual, the charger in the box. And I got a couple batteries, and I purchased these balance lead extensions. And the reason I did that was because if you want to charge in a LiPo bag, this isn't, I don't know, it just seemed to me like it made it simpler. So these are 3S ones. I purchased them on Amazon. This way, if I want to charge in a LiPo bag, which I don't always charge in a LiPo bag. I mean, it's recommended that you do, but I personally don't because I'm usually sitting right here. I got some funky, like my real good ready-made RC batteries I trust. I got some funky ones I bought off Amazon that I don't totally trust. So I do charge those in a LiPo bag, or I take it outside and do it on the concrete sidewalk in my backyard. So let's plug this guy in and see what happens here. Hopefully nothing funky happens. We'll plug in the Venom charger, and you see it lights up. And this is kind of a standard thing, what's called a 4-button LiPo charger. And most 4 buttons pretty much do the same thing. So in a nutshell, the way I got it set right now, last battery I charged was a 3300 milliamp, so it says LiPo charge 3300. But if we wanted to start changing things, let's just change something real quick and see what happens here. Not an expert at this. LiPo balance, LiPo fast charge, 1 amp, 22 volts, LiPo storage, LiPo discharge. These are some of the options you got when you hit the increase button. I think if you hit the decrease button, it pretty much does the same thing. It just goes through the different types of charge. We could hit select, which gives us some different options. Program select, LiPo battery. For most of us, we all use LiPos. That's all we're using these days. But you can hit it, and you can do nickel metal hydride, which I actually have one here for anybody that doesn't know kind of the difference. Nickel metal hydride is just, this happens to be a Spectrum 6 volt, which is 5 cells, nickel metal hydride, NIMH, nickel metal hydride. So let's just say we wanted to charge this battery. We could select it, and it's going to say nickel metal hydride, current, and what charge rate do we want to use. So we could select that. Select. Oh, I'm kind of screwing up here because I know how to work this thing, but sometimes I got to kind of work my way through it. Nickel metal hydride. So we hit enter, and it's going to say, okay, charge current. So since this is a 2700, if I wanted to charge it at 1C, I would, oh, wait a second here. See, once again, I'm screwing this all up. I might have to do take 2 on this deal because I do know how to do this, but I kind of usually have to worm my way through it. Decrease, discharge, charge current main. Okay, enter. Now it's going to let me increase it. So if I wanted to change the milliamp rating, since it's 2700, I would charge it at personally, I don't like fast charging a lot of stuff. I just charge it at 2700 right there. It's flashing, so I hit enter, and now it's set. If I were to actually plug it in, it would charge it, but that's not what we're doing here today. We're doing LiPo, so we got to go back to select. Wait, keep selecting until we get to LiPo battery. We'll hit enter. Now, if I hit increase one time, LiPo charge. Okay, gosh darn it. We're going to go back to that and hit select. Program select. Yeah, once again, I'm goofing it all up. I'm going to have to make this video all over again. LiPo battery, enter. Okay, now. Here we go. Now it's flashing. That means I can change it. So my plan is we're going to drop it way down to 1800, which is 1.8. Basic Electronics says 1.8 amps is 1800 milliamps. Okay, so now that I got that, I can click enter. Now it's going to say how many cells. Now, if I had a 4 cell, I'd hit this increase it once. You'd go to 4S where it says 4S, that's 4 cell, 14.8. But I'm charging a 3 cell. We're gonna back it down and hit enter. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Let me back out here and put my camera in my little tripod so I can do this and show you how this works. Hopefully everything's going to stay in shot. We're going to get rid of the nickel metal because that's not what we're doing. It's kind of basic stuff no matter what. And if you look at my charger, and it may be hard to see, you can see it now. See the red light? It's to the left. If I hit this button, it goes to the right. But I'm going to use the left side. This is a dual charger, which means it'll charge 2 batteries at a time. So I got that set up for the 1800, 1.8 amps. And what I'm going to do is we'll take this connector, channel 1 on the left side. And we'll just plug her in right there. And we have to have a balance lead plugged in because the charger balances. It wants to see that they're about the same. So with everything all hooked up like that, we come over here, it says start and enter. So the way the Venom charger works is you push it once and it flashes. It's going to and it flashes. Now I'm going to hold it down and it's going to do a battery check, and it's asking you to confirm that it is 3 series, and you hit enter one more time, and now it charges. And if you can see it, which you probably can't, but we will take the camera phone out again, and here on the screen it says Li3S, LiPo 3S. We're going to charge it at 1.8 amps, and the battery is currently at 11.52 volts. It's been charging down on the bottom there for 29-30 seconds, and it is put in, it doesn't really say this, but I know where it says 0001718. That's how many milliamps it is added to the battery at the moment. And I had these at a storage capacity, which means all the cells were at like 3.8 volts. So if you took 3.8 times 3, you should come up with roughly the 11.54 that you see there. And just to confirm that is where I was at on this, I'll take a calculator and go first I got to turn it on. 3.8 times 3 equals, it says here that's 11.4. So I was pretty darn close to having them 11.5, 11.4 is a storage rate. But so this is kind of cool. And then what we can do is we can hit the bottom button here, and we're going to change it to the other side. And this is set up currently for a 2.2 amp 3 cell. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit enter, and the 2.2 is going to flash. And I'm going to decrease that to 1.5. And then I'll hit enter, and it's going to say, okay, you're doing a 11.13s. Yes, enter again. Okay, and once again, I'm going to take this and put it in my little tripod. And because what I'm doing now is we're charging the 1800, but I have a 1500. So that's it's a different battery. I mean, it's obviously a different battery. And I got an adapter here from my EC3 to Dean's. And we're going to charge this battery. So the batteries don't have to be the same. And I'm going to use this extension again. You don't have to. I guess we could just do it like this. What the heck, just to show how to do it. You don't need this extension, but if you're putting this into a lipo bag or something, I'd rather burn this up in the rare circumstance there'd be a fire than have this all crammed in there and burn the whole thing up. So anyway, we're back to kind of sort of what we did just a minute ago. Is now that we're on channel 2, which is indicated by the light on the right side, we're going to hold this, and it's going to say, okay, wait, it's checking the batteries. It's telling me I got 3 in series, and confirm that that's what I got, a 3 in series. It detects that on its own, and we'll hit enter one time. Bam. And the charge rate goes up pretty quick to 1.5, and we have 1500 milliamps. So milliamps is 1,000 thousandths, I guess is how you think about it. 1500 thousandths of an amp. So if you're talking thousands, you move the decimal 3 over, you get 1.5. 1.5. It's currently at 11.52, just kind of like the other one. I had it in charge or storage mode, and it's been charging for 37, 38, 39 seconds, and it's currently put in 16 milliamps. And that's how it works. Kind of took me a minute to get there, but it's one of those things. I'm good. I'm just, I gotta fumble my way around, but I know how to do it, so that's how you do it. So there you go, the Venom Duo, and it's a nice little charger. I think I've actually had this for over a year, I think, and I've used it a fair amount, and it works. It does what it's supposed to do. It's a good little charger, and it'll do 2 at a time. For $90. And if you were not at home, it does have in the back a XT60. I'm pretty sure that is. I can verify that by taking what I know is an XT60. Yep. And then this comes with the charger too, by the way. If you had a power supply, you could use banana plugs, or here's the one. If you are out at the field, you could use your car battery and plug this into the back and charge it off a 12-volt source. That's what that's for. So you can charge at the field. Pretty nice little setup. It does the job. Actually, I really kind of want to purchase another one of these. I'm not big on fast charging LiPos. You can fast charge them. You could double the charge rate and basically charge them in half an hour, but this current rate, and seeing how they're mostly charged right now anyway, it's going to be less than an hour. And it's one of those things I do in the morning. I get up, if I'm going to go flying, I just kind of hang out and cruise the interwebs and charge some batteries, and I sit right here and I keep an eye on everything. I don't walk away, and I don't run to the grocery store while I'm charging batteries. Never, ever, ever. Had a buddy burn his garage down. He went and left some lipos charged in. I'm sure it was a freak accident, but never, ever charge lipo batteries and like go somewhere. You don't run down to the convenience store to get a pop. You don't go out to eat with batteries charging. You hang out right here where they are at all times. Never, ever go goofing off and leave your batteries charged up unless they're sitting outside on the sidewalk or something where it ain't gonna burn anything down. Use a lipo bag. And I got some funky, sketchy batteries. I've said it before, and I keep those in the lipo bag because I just don't trust them. But anyway, I'm done here today, and I probably rambled on way, way too long. Okay, Joe over here at Hobby Pros. See you, bye.